Today, we are diving deep into a really powerful way to understand your own mind. We're essentially going to create a map for your inner world. Why? So you can go from just automatically reacting to things to consciously choosing how you want to respond. So, first, let's talk about something we all deal with, right? Those moments where it feels like our reactions just take over. They have a mind of their own, and it all happens before we even get a chance to think. You know that feeling, don't you? Something happens and bam, instantly you're just flooded with anger or anxiety or frustration. It feels like you've gone from 0 to 100 in a split second, and you're not even in the driver's seat anymore. That is your mind on autopilot. I mean, think about getting cut off in traffic. That's the trigger. But that immediate surge of white-hot anger, the yelling, that's the automatic reaction. And here's the key. It's a response that's not coming from conscious thought. Nope. It's coming from these deep-seated, unconscious patterns that are all based on your past experiences. See, this autopilot mode is exactly what keeps us stuck in these frustrating cycles of conflict and anxiety. But what if you weren't stuck? What if there was a way to hit the pause button on that automatic reaction and actually consciously choose a wiser, more peaceful response? Well, guess what? There is. The solution really is all about understanding the different parts of your own consciousness. I want you to think of it like a map with 3 key territories. Or, as our source material brilliantly puts it, 3 distinct persons that are operating inside you at all times. And who are these 3 persons? Well, you've got person 1, your baseline awareness. Then there's person 2, your discerning intellect. And finally, person 3, your reactive mind. Just understanding the difference between these 3, well, that's the absolute key to taking back control. So, let's do it. Let's get to know each of these 3 inner selves, because if we think of them as actual persons, it becomes so much easier to recognize which one is running the show in any given moment. All right, first up is person 1, the baseline awareness. This is your foundation. It's the fundamental consciousness that's always there. Think of it kind of like an animal's awareness. It sees the world, thoughts just flow through it, but it's not trying to direct them or getting swept away by them. It's just aware. So person 1 is basically our neutral ground. It's that passive observer inside of us where thoughts and feelings can just come and go. There's no force, no suppression. It's just this gentle, receptive state of being. And now, let's meet person 3, the reactive mind. This is the autopilot we were talking about earlier. This is the part of you that's driven by all that old conditioning, those ingrained habits, and those unprocessed experiences from your past. This, right here, is the mind that gets hijacked. Person 3 is totally impulsive. It doesn't think, it just reacts based on old programming. And this is the part of us that completely fuses with an emotion and declares, I am upset, making us believe we are the feeling itself. It's when a colleague gives you some light feedback and person 3 instantly twists it into a personal attack, sending you spiraling into defensiveness. It's always living in the past. But then we have our hero, person 2, the discerning intellect. This is your active, conscious intelligence. It has this incredible ability to take a step back, to observe what's happening inside you, and to choose a response wisely, instead of just blindly reacting. This is where your real power lies. Seriously. Person 2 is the part of you that uses understanding with self-awareness. It's the part that can see a thought of anger pop up and recognize it for what it is. Just a thought, a passing cloud, and not your identity. It separates what actually happened from the story you're telling yourself about it. So you see, this whole framework isn't just some abstract theory. It's a daily practice. In fact, every single moment presents you with a choice. Are you going to operate from the reactive autopilot of person 3 or from the conscious awareness of person 2? And the choice really boils down to this. Are we running on old, unconscious programming that always leads to conflict and stress? Or are we responding from a place of present moment understanding, which leads to freedom and peace? The entire game-changing shift is moving from I am my emotion to I observe my emotion. Activating your discerning intellect, your person 2, is a skill. It's like building a muscle. And the source material is really clear about this. It's not about doing a one-off meditation session. It's about consistent practice right in the middle of your normal, everyday life. It takes effort, for sure. So how do we actually do this? Well, it's a simple but, yeah, not always easy 3-step process. First, and this is absolutely the most critical step, when you feel that emotional hijack starting, you pause. Just stop for 1 second. Don't act. Second, you observe. You simply notice the thought or the feeling as something separate from you. So instead of getting lost in, I'm so anxious, you create a little space by saying, okay, this is a thought of anxiety. And third, from that calm space of observation, you choose. You consciously decide how you're going to respond, using person 2, your wise, discerning mind. Now, let's just zoom out for a second to see the ultimate goal here. Because this isn't just about managing a few difficult moments. It's about fundamentally shifting your entire sense of self. This quote from the source material just captures it perfectly. The real goal is to stop identifying with all the temporary stuff floating around in your mind and to start recognizing yourself as the awareness that holds it all. Think of it like this. All your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, whether they're coming from person 2 or person 3, they're all just like waves in the ocean. They rise up, they look huge and all-powerful for a moment, and then inevitably, they fall back and disappear. But here's the thing. The waves are not the ocean. They're just temporary events happening within the ocean. And your true nature? It isn't any single wave of anger or happiness. You are the vast, deep, unchanging ocean of consciousness itself. So you contain all of this inside you, that passive awareness, that discerning intellect, and that reactive mind. They're all part of your inner world. The question isn't how to get rid of any of them. The real question is, which one will you consciously choose to live from, moment by moment, starting today? The choice is always yours.